How you doing? So when is 6-star Hercules will become irrelevant? Somebody asked that question, and they also mentioned something about Blade. Well, Blade didn't become relevant until 6-star Blade came out, and you could pretty much say the same thing with Quake. Quake became irrelevant since what? 6-star rank 4 came out, since there's no 5-star Quake. So the question is, when is 6-star Hercules going to be irrelevant? Well, the biggest thing is it depends on Kabam. It's really it. And also it depends on your skill level, you know. If you're a really good player, you can make Hercules last as a 6-star extension rank 5 for a very long time. I would say at least a couple of years, you know, if you're a very skilled player, like Alliance War, I would say definitely Incursions, maybe even Battlegrounds as far as 6-star Hercules goes. Like I mentioned, it depends on Kabam, and like really I think when it comes to making nerfing Hercules in terms of node wise, it's really not difficult. There's actually, I would say, at least 4 champions that I can think of that are harder to nerf in terms of node wise. That is obviously Quake. Who else? Kitty Pryde, Ghost, and Scorpion. Those are 4 champions I think will be harder to nerf in terms of node wise. When it comes to Hercules, just make larger health pools. Do you know anybody have soloed any Abyss fights with 5.7 million health? I haven't seen any. If you do, let me know. I do believe a 6-star rank 5 extension Hercules can solo, at least one fight that is 5.7 million health in Abyss. I don't know which one, but I know he can. At least one fight. What else? Besides making larger health pools. Why is that bad for Hercules? Because when it comes to his mortality, it can only last for so long. And that health pool, such large health pools, is gonna be tough for him without his awakening ability. And like I meant, the second part, make more nodes that have nullify abilities, fate seal abilities, as well as stagger. Okay? And why is that? That's gonna be a big problem for Hercules. Because, one thing is for sure, just really getting rid of his immortality, that's gonna weaken him a lot. Because Hercules with immortality is one of the best champions in the game, I think, without a doubt. So getting rid of his immortality is gonna be a huge nerf to Hercules if you can find a node to prevent that. Also, not just his immortality, just getting rid of his buffs, because Hercules is a cosmic champion that has buffs, right? So he relies on buffs to increase his strength. So without buffs, that pretty much cuts his damage in half. So that's really number 2, is just make more nullify, fate seal, stagger nodes that can, get rid of his buffs. Number 3, make more mystic champions. Last time I checked in Odd May, there was 39 Mystic Champions, okay? And there were 46 Cosmic Champions, okay? Which was the most out of all the classes. So I don't know if Kabam has been listening to what I'm saying, but, lately they just made another Mystic Champion, which was Werewolf. And then I think next month, they're going to have another Mystic Champion as well. So make more Mystic Champion that can counter Hercules. I would say those 3 things. You can pretty much, make Hercules, I wouldn't say completely irrelevant, but, he won't be as good as he is now. Another thing is also, when it comes to 7 stars, when will 6-star Hercules become irrelevant? It also will depend on the new champions that will come out in the future. Like I mentioned, like nodes to make him harder nodes for Hercules. But I would say at least 7-star rank 4s. Maybe even 7-star rank 5s. When you're up against 7-star rank 5s, like what? What do you call this? Hulkling or something like that. Maybe even Gallon. I think that might put 6-star Hercules to become irrelevant in the game, because they're just, I would say, more better champions than him to use. But I would say at least 7-star rank 4s, and probably most likely 7-star rank 5s. If 7-star Hercules doesn't come out, which is, we'll talk about in another video. When will 7-star Hercules come out? But really, this video is about when is 6-star Hercules going to become irrelevant. I say at least 2 years if you're a very skilled player. Thank you.